Hey folks, is that time in the evening? It's time for High Strategy with Hyena Girl 64. I'm feeling a little off today, so pardon me if the stream's a little weirder than normal, though I don't know how entirely to expect this stream to get weirder than yesterday's stream. Weirdness is the world we live in, my friends. Weirdness is the world we live in. Weirdness is the world we live in where I go, Vape Nation. In time with something going on my screen. That is an odd world to live in, friends. And that's the world I'm in right now because, friends, it is that time where we play the games somehow. So, let's get this game started. Let's go do some Africa Universalis, y'all. Let's do it here. I'm presuming the chat is working. Better be working this time. Because I'm not in any mood to deal with that right now. Maybe our lag problems were because last game were because we were rendering too much at the same time. It was lagging the game. We had a lot of things going on for me to check on while playing this game. My computer may have been having trouble processing all of it at once, along with this crazy thing. This Cloud Roots engine game, that reminds me, Your Highness, if you're watching, I tried to not make this about your ancestors anymore, though I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing where you're sitting. Hey, Flare. Yes, those are exactly what you think they are, Flare Cat. I mean, you can sit out whatever you want, like... well, it's gonna be a quiet stream today, perhaps. That's fine. We have superior troop types. Well, that's actually good news for once. That's right. No, they're already Central African. Oh yeah, to a chambered demi-cannon. Now we're talking about proper 18th century, like late 17th century infantry. People who actually understand concepts like set limits to how long you use certain things. I just lost track of what I was saying. Wait, we don't have a leader? What happened? Somebody die? Yep, somebody died. We need a military leader. No. Make a general out of your heir. Was their heir good or bad? Do we want them dead? They're okay. Except an administration. I could probably get someone better if I sent this one out to die. Let's do that. Why not? Let's make a general out of our heir. Hey, you can learn how to be a general person. And actually, you're pretty good at it. You have a foreign military. Maybe you'll just get better. Yeah. Ugh. This game. Ugh. Make your heir. Yes, they might die, but it will not cost any monarch points, which is what we want. Look at this one. Oh, Winnie, you're not bad. You're not bad, my friend. Why have we been hiring people when we could have been using our own children? And, you know, the strong ones would then survive. You start training them, and please try not to die in any drilling accidents. Go ahead and prove yourself there. Alright, somebody died. Somebody else died. Inflation reduction or stability cost? I think stability cost is gonna come in handy because I realized something. Assuming I could afford him. I realized something last stream. Namely, where's the crisis? This won't go away until the nobility has been curtailed, even if we change our form of government, I think. Yeah, like... So, what we should do then is you actually need to curtail the nobles, which we can do right now. Should we do it right now is a different question. We'll have a disloyal estate. But they're the ones that provide men. Our problem isn't men, it's money. Our problems are money, money, money in this game. Even though everybody's like, oh, money's not, like, difficult. I mean, it probably isn't if I were playing the game a bit better. So to curtail the nobility, we need to reduce their influence, and you know what's a really easy way to reduce their influence, even though it pisses them off? It is probably a terrible, terrible idea, but it's not a game with me playing it if I don't do something that's a terrible idea, so here we go. We need to start stealing their land back. We're just gonna take it. We're gonna say, take it, make them even more pissed off than they are, but get their influence down low enough that we can actually curtail them. So let's make sure that that decision is selected, so we will get a notification when we have curtailed them sufficiently. And let us start reducing the nobility's power for no reason. There we go. You now control less of the land. They have risen in revolt against us. Fascinating. Well, they're really unhappy about that. Oh, we'll have to do this slowly then. 13,000 men, you say? We can take that. Where's our heir? Okay, you guys go over there and handle that. You all go with them, but stay behind. No, stay around the capital, actually, just in case. Never know. If my heir can't handle them, then nobody can. So, we're actually going to try to get our influence back. Us, the monarchy. We're going to try to get our influence back by sending my son out to battle. Yeah, more autonomy. Now it's come under occupation. Well, phooey. We don't need these armies to be near each other. One of them should just stay around here, and we'll just move the generals between them. Yes, they're disloyal estates. Going to do anything to make them happy that won't give them influence? No. We need to reduce their influence even more, but first we gotta crush one rebellion at a time. We're gonna really piss them off, and we will probably be a country at war with ourselves by the end of this. Yes, please. They are at war with Great Britain and Russia. Oi. Portugal, what have you done? Portugal, my friend, you perhaps have made a mistake. Okay. Monthly devastation. Change rival cost. Fort maintenance on border with rival. That would be pretty nice. Autonomy change cooldown is less. Harsh treatment costs less. That might be useful. Let's do administrative efficiency. I think we're a little late for absolutism. Let's do administrative efficiency. Yeah, we weren't we didn't do it at the right time. We should have crushed autonomy at this time. That would have gone better with the ages and the general trends of the age. That's why they added this whole age of absolutism thing. It's like, well, in this time period, your government should be really into this thing. So if you're planning out your game ahead of time, more corrupt generals, okay. But we already hired a general, so we're okay because our general comes from before the corruption, even though they oversaw the corruption. Oh, we might be less technologically advanced than the rebels. This might not be so good. Oh, no, it's going to be fine. Okay, these rebels are going to die. The rebels are dead. These nobles, I hope they learned a lesson. We're going to take back the province, and then we're going to wait until the army recovers, and then we're going to immediately do it again. Because that's the way we roll here in Bunyoro, in the Kingdom of Bunyoro, because we want to become the Bunyoran Empire. By the end of this, we are losing money. That's lovely. Yeah. Provinces are under our control. What is the cost? It's probably all finding replacement recruits on the double. Alright. So we'll wait till they're repaired, we'll gain a little bit more money, and we'll try it again. And we're just gonna keep spending a bit of time here, weighing down them. Argentina. Ooh. Yeah, this is gonna get interesting over here in the Americas. You know, at some point, if we ever got up to Portuguese Niger somehow, we could end up in a war with the Americas. Somehow, I think I feel like, okay, this might just be like me going off my rails here, but I feel like a lot of the really interesting conflicts have been pulled south due to the fact that we're here and the fact that Kilwa is here as a result of us. Like, we created Kilwa by making technology because we picked somebody over here. If we'd picked the Congo, we'd have all that technology to ourselves, right? But because we picked Bunyoro, some of it went east. And now the whole Muslim world, as a result of partially as a result of our actions, partially as a result of the random chance of the game, partly as a result of the simulation, are now a little bit overpowered, I feel like, for this time of history. Because in history, they would be, they're actually pretty close to where they were historically. So, and Russia is now here, and they're big, and the Tyranids never split up, really? So now they're basically playing the part of Persia. The Angahar is like the Jayangahar. Here is way more powerful than they ought to be. Like, we've moved the world. I feel like we've moved the center of technology a little south and a little east from where it normally is in the game. Like, Morocco's really powerful. Like, Morocco's like, isn't Morocco one of like the great powers now? No, they're not. But like, you know, Ming's still doing pretty well. Even the Ottomans are just out of control. So Bunyoro here. Yes, the Ottoman Empire will be your America for this evening. Somebody has to be the America. I mean, it's either the Ottoman Empire. I should stop talking about other states in terms of other states. It's kind of, every situation is different, and every game of this is different, and these games do not necessarily resemble historical events. So, because what we're seeing here never happened. Jeez, this game is a game for philosophical rants indeed. I'm sorry, but we gotta piss you guys off even more. What is the most hard-ass thing that I could do to you? See, I could take here. Now I wish I'd never given to them. Now we're gonna have to crush rebellion after rebellion. But they're gonna be hard-pressed, you see, because they're not unified, the nobles. They don't fight together. They'll have some solidarity, you know. And this is all in the name of doing one thing and one thing only. Somehow reducing their influence. Oh shit, we didn't need to do this at all. Well, fuck it. I don't play this game to be perfect, I play this game to make mistakes so that we can all laugh about it later. That's the source of my entertainment. Okay, the Swedes are the Pope again. A treasurer died who we weren't even hiring. We're losing money for a little while. We'll probably end up taking a loan after this. Please don't take a loan. Maybe I should just dismiss the men or something. Well, this time they didn't rise up nearly as hard as last time. I should have really gotten the army closer first before doing that. We're gonna lose one. Come on, come on! Don't make me fire an advisor. Come on. Yes, it's going down, but we'll go down. We'll go below 0. Oh God, the treasury's so close. Just imagine if your government were acting this way, and suddenly you'll understand the way Trump acts. Except worse, because Trump doesn't... Because he's an idiot. To put it bluntly. Okay, we're still losing a little. That's not good. Why are we losing money? What can we do to stop losing money, importantly? We could fire more soldiers. They're professionals, so they'll go back to the manpower pool, and we can just get them again. We just take a loan. Again. I really gotta do things about corruption, though. And with this unbalanced research, but what you're gonna do, I have to keep pushing military tech. What do we do about money? Reduce army no, we don't reduce. I'd rather fire soldiers than reduce maintenance. You are honorably discharged. My friend. Honorably discharged. There we go. Now we're making money again. Oh, that's all it took. Okay. Just fired it. We just put some poor staff out of a job. Alright. We're at our full force limit now, right? We're very close. Yeah, we're like, oh, shoot, we had gone under. We'd gone over. Well, that explains everything. That's why we were losing money for so long. Oh, well. You live and learn. You live and learn, my friends. Okay. Drill these suckers into the ground. Make them do your bidding. Get us some papal influence, baby. How much does a holy war cost? 50? Yeah, manpower recovery speed's pretty good. Nah. Beautify a local saint. We could save up for it. Bless the ruler. How's our prestige doing? That would give us positive, but we just basically stay stable and we don't care as much. Mercantilism would be great. Legitimacy, we don't really need. Tax, we could use. Tax, we could use. We always need money, basically, in this game. It's like, hey, Pope, your job for me is to get my dudes to pay you more taxes. We need as many taxes as possible. We want to tax our citizens to the bone because we are in the age of absolutism. The clergy estate modifier mission to the New World has expired. Clergy estate nobility diet held. We can do it now. We can curtail the nobility, and that's precisely what we're going to do. And immediately lose everything. Corruption is up. Prestige is down. Everybody is really shaken, but we are now, once again, a monarchy. And we can easily change that to an administrative monarchy if we want. But for now, if we're making money, we need the technology. I like the autonomy change. I like the tax. I like the production efficiency. I don't want these. I want this. Blah. We're going to be behind the times a little again. But sure. We're just as legitimate now. We immediately moved then from a despotic monarchy to an administrative monarchy. We don't have to be a little dictatorship for a while. Yeah. So, wow, we're like this multicultural Central African empire now. Like, there's no majority culture thanks to what just happened. We are at one absolutism. We can go up to that. We can strengthen... Absolutism gives us... The following actions affect absolutism in this age. Absolutism is how ruthless and efficient... The greater the benefits of gaining administrative efficiency and discipline. So... Administrative efficiency is good. Oh, that's a problem. We need to, like, be harsh on everybody to do... Okay, corruption. But we can't. We're just too weak. We're just too weak. Well, we've bottomed out a bit. We're not... People aren't as enthusiastic about us anymore. Declaration of Indulgence. Yeah, no. No, what about stability? Why is our corruption going? Why is corruption growing right now? Mostly it's unbalanced research. Okay, right, because we don't have positive modifiers from stability, so If we pay more money, we can fix it, but we don't want to pay too much more money because we need money. No. No, we're nickel and diming here. Might be time to take a loan. Might be time to take a loan. It might be time to take a loan. Let's take a loan. This is possibly a time to take a loan. Or is it time to debase the currency again? Corruption won't solve corruption. Inflation's already at bottom. That's good. It's a good thing we took economic, so we can do all these crazy economic things. But yeah, like just do boom, a whole bunch of money and spend a bit rooting out corruption again until we can do something. We could fire another guy in the army. We could fire another guy. What are we at? How many guys can we handle? Well, it won't give us as much of a benefit this time. We could fire cavalry. The problem is we need such a good army right now. Everybody's a goddamn threat. Could we do something to raise the amount of money we get with the money we just spent? We're currently at +4. Oh, we're gaining money then. Okay. Why are we gaining money now? The comet took back control. Good. That should give us that should get rid of our national tax problems, like the negative national tax modifier we had to deal with. Yeah, that's looking a lot better. Yeah, that was the time to take a loan, possibly. I got panicked there a bit. I should have waited. You can upgrade and you can upgrade. Upgrading is good. Upgrading is good. Can we upgrade a 4? 4 would be decent. But let's focus on things that make money. If we're gonna... we should really pay back the loan, actually. As soon as possible. We should have it. We need to rebuild our treasury a little bit. Just have time go by. Oh, are we lagging again? Nah. Why is this game getting so laggy? What the heck is going on? Blah. Let me save a bit. No. Oh, no! Yo. So, Alt-Tab, and let's see what things we can deal with here. Let me put you on please hold for a moment here. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Could be all the zoomed view, but it doesn't seem to be affecting anything else. Ah, well, back to the game. Oh, high CPU just to protect this stuff. Okay. Why? We're sticking up CPU. Chrome's taking up a lot. Yeah, that's the thing, Ben. There we go. Yeah, XSplit's using a lot. That's better, though. That's better. That works. I better close Chrome whenever I play this. Maybe I need a better CPU if I'm gonna keep doing this. Jeez. I'll put you over to the game again. Hold up. Yeah. Okay, good. Good. I was worried you couldn't see the screen there for a second. Okay, so we need to pay off this loan as soon as we can. Well, not as soon as we can. We should wait for it to come in, because the longer we wait, the less we have to pay up front. So what we should do instead is make sure we don't go under the original principle. Yeah, so let's make sure we don't... 300 should be our baseline from now on. We should not spend below 300 income. Until we pay this loan off. And then we should probably get over 300 income and do it again. But we just need to have some patience for a while. So while we're being patient, by which I mean while we're speeding up the game until something happens, to max speed here. I'm always concerned running the game in max speed. We just need to build treasury, though. That's all we can do. What are we making? 6? That's great. 6 is great. Okay. Here we go. Recall diplomat. Ooh, okay. Now you want that manufactory, Spain. Well, I'm allied with Portugal, aren't I? And they're allied with you. And they probably like me better than they like you right now. I need to keep these guys being good friends. Like, genuinely good friends. Even if it is kind of a thing out of convenience, it's not like I have anything in particular for the Portuguese. Like, you know, I want our countries to be as married together as possible for my benefit. And these guys probably want me married to them as much as possible because then they can relax a bit on the here and focus their attention in other places. Because even though they really want my stuff, they probably want me on their side. Like, look how big Spain is getting. Spain is probably one of the big rivals, and someday they're going to end up in a fight with Spain, unless they've been getting far enough over here, and I think the Spanish may have beaten them to the punch getting out here. Like, they're going to need my help, or they're going to need to take me over. I think they'd rather have my help while they try to... Who else are they allied with? Portugal is probably on the losing side now. Oh, God. Well, the main thing is you're allied with Spain. If you weren't allied with Spain, you'd be screwed. But, you know, Catholics, you know, hang in there, cath up. Or, I was never raised Catholic. I'm sorry if I offended you. Well, okay, I'm not that sorry if I offended you, because if I offended you, you probably were somebody who deserved to be offended by that joke. Anybody else wouldn't have been offended, and thus would not have had a problem. Oh dear, I'm gonna get in all kinds of trouble. Yeah, okay, they're fabricating claims. I usually don't like going this fast, but I realized that I'm having patience problems right now. Land force limit modifier, or we can have better discipline. Oh, I don't want land force limit at all. I feel like this guy's pretty bargain priced. How much? But no, we need to save money, so discipline. Oh, that guy looks pretty sexy. I like him. Okay, you're part of the court now. Sexy Casa Canongesha. So I'm actually using my heir. Like, my heir is cruel. Like, he's kind of a jerk. At least Winnie the First is well connected, but we don't know what's going to happen in the next few years as we define this ruler. I feel like the ruler traits we're getting are actually connected to our actions of the game, which, if so, is a really nice touch, Paradox. Yeah, so prestige tends to move towards 0, so we don't got to worry about prestige much until we get to 0. Like, when you're in negative, it's best to wait and lie low and not focus on prestige for a little while. Why did I slow down that much? Oh, I wanted to think. Okay. Let's go back to my more normal speed that I play this at. So it's now the 1680s. It's the, you know, Duran Duran is getting popular, and their commissar just came out in French Argentina. We lost even more army tradition because of all the corruption. That seems to be basically what happens to us because of corruption, is all our generals are becoming these, like, corrupt autocrats who just lord it over their subjects. It's a good thing we switched it to an administrative monarchy, because under despotic monarchy, they lord over their subjects by, like, demanding taxes and such. In this kind of administrative in a despotic monarchy, they just go punch people until they got their things, which I guess the same thing, but like it's better to ask for taxes than just go rob their house or whatever. And one of them, they're despotic monarchies. So technology is the main focus of our life right now. Somebody's at the door, but somebody else will get that. And manufactories, how close are we? Oh my gosh, that's a lot of money. Oh yeah, it goes down when my technology goes up. I still need more technologies to really get this. I'm just going to have to accept being behind. And take the fact that I have a penalty for being behind. Because I'm behind. But, I mean, what would I do? I'd spend it all on corruption, right? Spend it all fighting corruption? Like... Or developing the land despite corruption. Like, we're making a pretty good amount of money right now. Thanks to vassals, higher taxes because the nobility no longer control everything. Production. Look at how much we're making from production. We are a producing state. We have informed that our diplomat Kazembe has been discovered while building the spy network. So we need to get better at trade to complement our production. And we are at least getting the neighbor bonus. So because we're behind, we're tending to stay behind now. We're going to have to really push our patience here of just sitting on this screen, watching nothing happening for a while, if we want to actually get anywhere in this game. Like, we have this loan. We're just getting enough now to actually buy maybe a church or something. Trade depot, huh? Oh, that's pretty expensive, though. A university. Ooh, universities are in play now. I did not realize that. Where could I build one? We're not at Administrative Technology 17. Why are you showing it to me? To communicate to me that I can do it? Or I could? Ah, it's the outline, huh? Alright. Or maybe the outline. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Barracks are obsolete. Yeah. Jeez, we're just so behind in every conceivable way. I'm sure in Europe they have these things everywhere now. We can get plus 15 from a church. That's really good. Plus 34 for just a workshop? Count me in. Heck yeah. Dye works in Oh god. Those provinces are getting more and more valuable. Let's do Luba for a little while. Let's get some valuable provinces in the back end. I don't want all of our nice provinces to be directly next to Spain for them to like salivate at, knowing that I'm behind the times and that the only reason they can't attack me is because I'm allied with Portugal. Like, how do they even feel about me in Spain? They don't like me. They want my provinces really badly. Do we have a free diplomat? Wait, where's my outliner? There we go. So what are we doing to these people again? We're not going to fabricate a claim just yet. Yeah, if we declared war on these guys, we would lose Portugal. We have a just reason. So we actually don't need to really do espionage here. Well, we wanted to... Yeah, we want to see if there's anything we can do. This is very interesting music. Alright. Do we want to improve relations? Yes, we converted your culture. Yes, we... No, we want you to... Ooh, that might tempt them to attack. Oh, yeah. Sure. What about diplomatic relations? Kasanje. I have a royal marriage with Cuba. I have Portugal. Yeah, I need another friend. Who's gonna be my other friend? How is Ethiopia still even here? Hostile relations. Like, yeah, I think I remember saying screw Ethiopia at some point. I need another friend somewhere. Hey, who's a good friend? England also wants my provinces. I already improved relations. How about these guys? Who are their allies? They're allied with the Netherlands. We're really far away. There's no way they're going to ally with us. Yep. Can we overcome this? Neutral attitude. Possibly. Yeah, they have a really good opinion of us. Well, we should improve relations with the Swedes. They are the papal controller, after all. And maybe we could get a royal marriage with them as well. We need another royal marriage. Let's marry to another major European power. Like Spain or Sweden. Let's just make things even more complicated. Like, we could also marry with Spain. Yeah, what, don't, okay, then stop. You see, with these guys, we have things we can do, like support rebels. Ooh, whoa. They're loyal followers of a claimant to the throne. They've revolted before. Ooh. Let's do it. We have supported the valiant struggle of killing pretender rebels against their opponents in Kilwa. Yes, that man is the true king of Kilwa. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna keep that spy network going, but I need to go maybe improve relations with Spain and see if I can get a marriage with one of them first. Oh. We can go to war to help the rebels. Oh my god. Should we? They're allied with the Ottomans. If I did, what would happen? Who would go to war with them? Would Portugal come in? They will accept if I offer them something. This is a terrible idea! Support the rebels. What if we do that? This would bring the Ottomans in. How are they even gonna get here, though? Mehran, they'd have to get through Mehran. They might have access through Hormuz. That's worrisome. If Portugal were in the war as well, though, I don't know what that would do. So we're technologically behind. I'm kind of bored of this game. I might make a bad decision here that is ultimately like, okay, the conclusion of the game so far is that by doing what I've done, I actually have given Africa a chance to resist Europe. Either Kilwa or Banyura might still do it. I am now going to make a decision I'm pretty sure is bad that could end with us losing that out. But we might become an Ottoman colony, which would be very different, a very different world. Or we might become... Or we might be in a weird position with everybody else. This is just too good for me to pass up. I'm sorry. I have to do it. I have to promise them land. Because I know for sure they'll go to war with them for land. And let's not make this any bigger than it has to be. And let's press the goddamn button. Support the rebels. We raise war taxes. Oh boy, what the fuck am I doing? This is a terrible idea. We are about to just do some bullshit and hope it works. I don't think that's gonna actually work, but our army's in a much better place than it was a few years ago. Even though we are technologically inferior still. Yeah, we're behind by 6 though instead of 10. And we have manpower, and we're not going to fight you square. We're going to do... because the goal is to take the capital, right? The faster we move on the capital... I should have really moved people up before declaring the war, it occurs to me. I really should have thought that through a bit better. Offer to rent Condorati from Cuba? From Cuba. Not Cuba, Cuba. Alright. How much is the offer? $6.58 per month. For the first 18 months up front. That's doable. Alright. Wait, why don't we just call you into the war? Though. You want to do it as Condorati? I mean, it's fine. It's the same army. Okay, let's do it. If that's how you'd rather do it, let's do it. You're fighting for me now. You fly my flag, and you work for me now. Let's do it. Shit's about to get exciting. This could be a terrible decision, but we're gonna try to take the fort here at Korea immediately, and then start having an attack. So Spain's right here. So if the Ottomans are gonna come from the north. Their main army is likely, so the rebels are here. They aren't able to stop the rebels right now, seemingly. We just need to make a beeline for the capital. That's all we need to do. Once we take it, the war is ours. This might have been the perfect opportunity. Let's slow down. Things can happen very quickly in war. So the question is, do we take the pass, or do we commit to the beeline for the capital? We can get there that way. That works. How about then going there? How about you just run for it? Freebird. Go straight for the capital while this army takes down the fort. That's our real objective here. I don't expect you to win. I expect you to do something interesting. We're going to hold off on hiring another advisor until this war is over. This one is a little interesting, and we need as much money as we can get without having to take more crazy loans and stuff. We're already got hit with an army tradition goes down. That's fine. This war is weird. Okay. Their army is disorganized. They're in complete disarray. Go for it. They thought their forts would protect them, but I just ran straight through. Alright. Okay. Don't even do it. Just go straight for their capital. Yes! This might work! Okay. What are these guys gonna do? Siege down, like, little provinces here and there? Oh, God. We're just about to watch my biggest... I'm invading the same country... Yes, Flare. I am invading... Sorry, I just saw Flare's post. I am indeed invading the same country I invaded last time, Kilwa. Except this time, they've been racked by a civil conflict for a really long time, it seems. Their capital is really far away from Madagascar. I thought for sure they were going to move it there. But because they're here on the coast, really close to me, our capitals are really close together, we're supporting this pretender to the throne, and the thing is... it won't be our country, but this guy will now owe us a debt. Because he was never going to make it without us. Gee, supporting rebels is useful. Espionage ideas are looking better. Yeah, Master of Mint died. We have disloyal estates. I know, the country's in shambles. But corruption is at an all-time high. But, you know... we might just actually take Kilwa instantly. in the name of this rebellion, and we might be able to get some land out of the deal, and so might Portugal. But we have to get there before the Ottomans get here. This has to be as quick as possible. So these guys need to go straight for the capital now. No stopping, just go straight for the capital. And if we have to assault the capital by force, we just need to do it fast. We don't need to do it well. And if we see Ottoman boats out here, we just immediately invade and then claim the throne for this guy before they can even get here. And then we'll have to figure out how to give Portugal territory. I mean, this war's probably not going to be that easily, but we could take them out of the war really quickly is the point. So we now combine the armies, and we go to the siege, select army. Can we assault? We're gonna scorch the earth. We're gonna burn their capital to the ground. Where's the assault button? We're going to try to assault. I almost never assault forts in this game. But we're going to do it because we need to do it really quickly, and we have a huge numbers advantage. Those guys are making a very valid defense, but we won. Like, we lost a lot of men taking that measly little fort, but we won. So we took the fort as quickly as possible. Alright. We're going to split the army in half. We need to make it to... We can't make it to Zanzibar. The problem is that we can't... We took their capital, and we can always take their... We can take their capital easily, but then now we're going to have to actually go and take other things. We'll let these... Our vassal mop up for us right now. Because these guys are going to have a lot of shit to deal with because the Portuguese might just cross the land instead of... Well, they'll probably land here, honestly. But it's really close to their ships. So, this war's not going to be over this easily. But the point is, we can take... we can be ruthless. Absolutely ruthless. So we're splitting the armies, and we're just going to siege down their entire country like as instantaneously as possible. We want to just take everything down as immediately as possible. Yeah, our ports here are blockaded. We don't care. Those aren't our real ports. Somebody's going to have to go after... These guys are just running around like crazy, not sure what to do. Wait, what do our guys look like now? Nice. We still have, you know, our dudes. We haven't gotten African Swarm Cavalry yet. These guys are the more advanced warriors. Jeez, they look nice. Look at that. Oh, that's excellent. Okay. How do these guys look? Do these guys look the same? Are they more advanced? Nah, these guys are as poorly off as we are. We just got rabble here. Very highly trained professional rabble, but rabble all the same. No, we're gonna have to do this the hard way. Okay, the Mehran army has apparently arrived. And this is where I hope Cuba is gonna come into play as they go after Mehran. Here we have these rebels on our side, the 7,000 man strong rebel army. We gotta hope Portugal can take Madagascar, assuming they take this war seriously. I think they were already at war with somebody else when we called them in. Oh, no, they're not. They love us, though. We're in the same war together. So we literally supported the rebels and used espionage to try to overthrow the rightful ruler of the country next to us. Ugh. But we are we are a native empire in Africa. We may not be a very nice one, but we are one. And really, like, if, you know... Jeez, the cavalry are too much of the army now. We're probably paying penalties for that. Maybe we should recover a little? Do we have attrition? We don't have time is the problem. We need to just do Scorch the Earth again? Yes. We're not expecting to keep it. You here, you Scorch the Earth as well. We're just gonna burn our way down the coast. As quickly as possible, just burn the coast down so they can't land on our coast. That's a really ruthless decision, but here we are. Alright, detach siege. Keep going. Okay, Scorch the Earth. Detach siege. Keep going. Ask Spain for military access. Will they give it? Yes. Oh, well, they'll take it if we offer it to them, but no, they're not going to give us military access. They don't like us. Well, we can always just walk through the coastal mountains. They're uninhabited. Make your way over here. It'd be the fastest, and then make your way around. These guys are doing a pretty good job sieging them down over here, though. They're in Portuguese territory. What do they think they're doing? And they're just kind of walking around over here, not really doing anything important. Yeah, Portugal's a little busy right now. Apparently. We might be beginning a major war here. This could be a major war of this century. I mean, we're taking on the Ottomans here. We just kind of touched off something, possibly. Burn the coast, detach siege, move on. And we do that for the entire coast, all the way up to here, if we can. Yeah, everybody's fighting right now. Hormuz and Mehran are fighting. Yeah, they're at war with us, and they're at war with Hormuz. What about the Ottomans? They're at war with a decent number of people. This is a perfect opportunity. Everybody's distracted. Everybody's really distracted. Okay. Have you burned it? Yeah. Detach the siege. Move on. Fastest route there. We have military access? Why? They're a war ally of Portugal against who? Who the heck are Spain at war with? Oh, Oil and Morocco. Okay. Those guys. Okay. So, we're just going to burn the entire coast anywhere they could land. Take it all over. Creep up into Mehran and try to take their capital. Like, these guys are going straight for their capital. I wish they'd stick to us, but they're Conderati, what can you do? Friends, we may actually reach the Horn of Africa this episode. In a very consequential way. A loan offer. Okay. I won't refuse a loan from another country. You have a lot of money, though. This may have been the most brilliant plan the most genius plan I've ever come up with. Look at this. The war's basically fighting itself. We don't have to do anything. Kilwa, everybody, it was kind of dumb luck, but everybody was just so distracted. It's possible they also all went to war with each other at the same time, because, you know, it's also possible they just all went at the same time. We might not need to keep burning the coast, but be ruthless. It doesn't hurt to be ruthless right now. They do have some very large fleets over here. Oh my, those are some large fleets. Cool. Ready to burn the coast. Get moving. Go back and get the ones we missed before they raise more armies. Yeah, Kilwa's just kind of scattered about all over here. They don't know what they're doing. I guess they're trying to get over here to Portugal? They're completely passing by my capital. I don't get what they're doing. They're just in complete disarray. This guy's going to become the king of these guys now, possibly. Their government's probably going to end up in exile in Madagascar at this rate. Like, the only reason I just wish we could take Zanzibar. As long as they have Zanzibar, we have some problems. Like, look at that. Look at that problem. That's what we call a problem. Split the army in half. One of the armies is going to go here and deal with, and just sit on Zanzibar, because what can you do? This one's going to Lindy. This time we're not going to burn the coast. We're going to be nice. This is a ruthless war. This is a brutal war we're fighting here. We are just, oh my gosh, the humanity. Burn the coast. Attach siege. Move on. Any sight of, so there's a fleet of, a Mehrani fleet, a Marahan fleet, that's how you pronounce it, Marahan Somali fleet, a Marahan fleet, in the coast of Pepper here. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Heart Coast Band. So we're not going to be able to take this part of Merihan ourselves. We're going to need help to do most of this, unless we can get Ethiopia. Oh, they'll let me. They don't like these guys. I see. I see how it is. Jeez, if we got up to Ottoman territory, that would be frightening. Where's the Ottoman capital? Is the Ottoman... I would imagine it'd be... Wouldn't it be Constantinople? It could be. Yeah. There's the capital, is Constantinople. Never assemble as Constantinople is long time gone in Constantinople. Why did Constantinople get the works? That's nobody's business but the Turks. I don't remember the lyrics of that song. I'm sorry. So there's a kind of a skirmish going on over here. They're getting a river crossing penalty, but they do have superior equipment. We're just fighting this brutal war because we're dealing with more technologically advanced enemies. If you can't do it with Scorched the Earth, Detach Siege, move on until we see something bigger and have to start falling back. Then we're just gonna like burn our way to the Marihane capital. Here. So burn away up the coast, go to the capital and burn that too. Just burn everything. So that even if they... Because I expect that they might get it back. I don't expect that we're going to have it by the end of this thing. We'll be nicer to the provinces that used to be ours. We're not burning any of these provinces. But these provinces, I hope I can get them in a peace deal. But I don't have... I'm not nearly that... I'm not that optimistic. Especially because we're about to set somebody else on the throne. All I want is, like, if you gave me Lanu or, like, Malindi here or something, you know, or these two, or this one, then I'd just be like, okay. And then I'd split their country in half and they'd be really upset about it. But that's all I want. It just means I have to take the rest of the country, of their country with me. Alright, Scorched the Earth. There's no detaching siege anymore. The problem is that this is now an all-cavalry army, but that's fine, because we don't expect to actually fight. We still can't get to Zanzibar, so you're just gonna go here and sit there and wait for Zanzibar to become a thing. You're gonna go here and relieve them there. No, actually, you know what? You're gonna go here. You're gonna go here. You're gonna go here. And we'll treat these territories more nicely. We don't care as much. We're just the coasts. Because they're going to have to land, which means they have to take a coastal province. It's a big coast, but we can burn all of it, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Yeah. This army needs to get its infantry back. We need to see big stack of... Okay, I think I know what part of the problem is that our army... We should have had more of our army just be fort sieging infantry. Like, you shouldn't necessarily actually be at your cavalry ratio for every army you control, you know? Okay, you go there and relieve them. They're just watching in horror as I just burn the coast down. They can do nothing about it. Do they even have transport ships right now? No, no transport ships at all. Huge fleets. Like, look at Kilwa's fleet. That's intense. 28, like, they have a great fleet, but their army was just in shambles. And now here they are, like, they're gonna get, the Portuguese are gonna take some stuff there, and they're gonna get territory, and it's part of the peace deal. I promised them territory, and didn't keep the promise. They're good allies. Let's increase trust. That thing that we lost with our last ruler. So I just dragged the Portuguese into war that they stand to benefit a lot from. Actually, you know what? You go over here and catch it. Yeah, you go do what you're doing. You're no longer relieving them. You guys get over there. Let's get the territories we care about, the old ones we used to have, right now, while we still can, before the Portuguese get here. We'll let the Portuguese take care of Kilwa. We'll let these guys deal with this part of the coast. For the sake of relations, we aren't going to burn anything else down to the south. And, yeah, we're going to keep just marching our way through. Yeah, see, they're sieging the capital. They're being smart. That's fine with me. I'd rather be more methodical myself. Alright, you go on to the next province then. You follow them, you relieve them so they can move on. Yes. So we may not have lost these provinces for long, it turns out. Wait. Oh yeah. You're those guys. You're the people guarding against an invasion from Zanzibar. Where is our leader? Are you telling me the general is not leading? There's the general. Okay. The general is in the right place. So Winnie Babito, the Cruel, is definitely somebody who would burn the entire East African coast to get his way. It seems. We could spend that on military technology instead of destroying land, but I'm all for making these countries' lives a little less sustainable for the next few years, just to weaken them a bit. Because, as we've established in this game, I am ruthless as fuck. Like, I do not care. Any troops landing? Yeah, so they're going to be landing in Zanzibar then. The one place we can't get is Zanzibar. So we have somebody guarding right across the street to Zanzibar, and these guys should stick around and not get too far away because we never know if we're going to have to end up fighting a war once over Zanzibar. I could even reward the vassal with some of this territory. That might make them happy. Well, they're not my vassal, are they? These guys are my vassal. They're the ones who are sending me this army. Good vassal. I won't have to invade you now. We can be friends. I like being friends. So, the armies continue. These ones get a lighter touch. They're also next to uncolonized land. And if I get access to it again, then I can start colonizing my way across, at least this far again. If I can get this one, or Muhambwe, then I can start going across here and take out the rest of this land. It'll mean paying those colonial maintenance fees again, but what you gonna do? Yep, Scorched Earth. When we get to Hoboyo, we stop. Yeah. They don't have armies really worth a lot right now. These could siege down these provinces maybe, but we have plenty of people here. Ah, there's something that might be a threat. You go get them. This time you're gonna form up for the last push to Hoboyo. Oh, there they go. Well, we may have to go somewhere else now, but we need to mop some people up. Oh, there's no point. You go to Hoboyo. You form up with the army. Well, that's not great for Kilwa. British, they still control the Zanzibar Strait, but I'm not sure how things are going down here that much. Can I see what's going on with Portugal? Yeah, I can. So they're sharing war plans, good. They're still kind of distracted with Morocco, but Morocco's not doing too well. Morocco looks like they're finally gonna get taken over. The Ottomans we're still technically at war with, but I have a feeling they're very distracted right now. These are very war exhausted. These ones not so much. We're at 11% war score. We're not going to get that high. And I mean the point is that we get to put the pretender on the throne. We're not going to do it 11%. We need to get more. We need to get as much as we can. Alright, you go form up with... You go form up over here. Alright, so... Let's keep watching. Okay, so... As expected, you got there first, you're going to move there, scorch the earth, and then everybody's going to form up on you. What's the supply limit here? 28? That's fine. For half our army, that's fine. The half that actually has a leader. And we will scorch this last one just to be thorough, and that'll be the end of it. How much money we're making, jeez. Provincial unrest, a little. And we scorched the earth, and now everyone who's in a province down here that is not owned, get back over here. Actually, you two form up here just in case you need to. There's an alligator in Lake Victoria. And there's an elephant here. That's beautiful. Good. I approve. I want you to chase down those guys. Alright. Which province do we now control? This one. Form up. No, then form up here. You form up there. Help them siege down. How much spoils of war? Not that much. So our treasury is doing fine right now. all those manufactories they built, I think, are starting to pay off. huge amount of our money actually comes from production now rather than from trade or taxes. Like, a lot of it is production now. You two form up. You go. That is a level 4 for it. My gosh. How are they doing? Okay, we need to actually help siege down this fort. Everybody's got to get involved in that. Yep. Obviously, the Marehan fleet and the Kilwa fleet are both here. That's where. So those are Kilwa's transport ships. Are here at the coast of Pepper. They don't really have anything to transport. They also don't have anybody attacking them. Oh my! The Portuguese are going to win that. If the Portuguese are starting to get more committed. This war is not going to go well for these people. I want to see what the history logs say about this war here later on. Oh shoot! Did we never take over Hoboyo? Okay. Yeah, my ports are blockaded. That's fine. There go the Pretender rebels. They got to the capital, and now they're off doing their own thing. Jeez, this is some of the most cutthroat politics ever going on here on this continent. Like, we literally just like supported a pretender to the throne, or who had already revolted once and then been put down, and we got that guy back up and his followers back up, and they're trying to put him on the throne. Oh, forts reclaim territories if you don't take them down. So we just wasted our time. Yeah. Let me go back and get it. Those forts are a little confusing. Okay, who's fighting them? Oh, our big-ass army. Okay. So they have just a few guys wandering over our territory, unsure what to do. Oh my god, if we lose that battle, I'm going to be so upset. Oh, thank goodness. Those are more reasonable odds. Oh my god. We're being slaughtered here. Oh my god. What has happened to our army? Okay. Well, alright, we got them though. That was bloody as all heck, but we got them. Let's go attack them. Let's be good to our vassal. Assuming we'll win. Well, with that few infantry, we might actually win. I think part of the problem here is we have, yeah, too many horses. So they ended up really exposed to the cannons. Bagamoyo. Bagamoyo. Where's Bagamoyo? I cannot care about that. I imagine it's, oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, we don't know where they're going. Okay. We'll just send the army back over. We'll let the army recover a bit, and then we'll send them back over there. That probably shook up their morale a bit. So we're here. When you're here, we just have too many cavalry. We're gonna have to fire some cavalry at the end of this. Actually, can we condense regiments? We have plenty of money. We shouldn't condense. We have plenty of money right now. We should actually let them recover. Technology. What can we get? A. That'll help our corruption problems a bit. We can now build the plantation. We can get another idea group. And what we are going to pick, are we going to pick trade? Or are we going to pick something else? Espionage, better spies, lower advisor costs. That would be useful. More diplomats. Provincial trade modifier power plus 10%. Oh yeah, this will help with corruption as well. Yeah, let's do espionage. After that, I'm impressed. Let's do espionage. This makes sense now. We unlocked the espionage ideas group. We're not going to use it yet, but we unlocked it. We have committed. Perhaps we shouldn't have, but that's okay. So, development of maritime law. Development, development, development. More trade efficiency, more trade range. African swarm cavalry, higher supply limit, and better cavalry shock. We need African swarm cavalry. That's the next level of unit. Jeez, the technology levels are just churning out new units pronto. Corruption changes 8 every year. How are we on money? Hey, let's root out a bit more corruption. We'll figure more out after the war. We need to restructure our economy a bit. Oh, there's an actual enemy here. Somebody we'd actually have to worry about. Do we think Portugal can take care of it? I'm not sure. We're going to have to let Portugal take care of it. Initially. I'll have to keep an eye on them. But that's our first proper army we've seen. They finally managed to put together some kind of an army. Marihan over here is in a great place. I'm still afraid of what will happen when the Ottomans get here. Makuma, we have won the siege of Galakayo. The siege lasts 199 days before the garrison finally succumbs. We now control the province. What's the supply limit here? Supply limit is... okay. Let's condense some... let's condense. Let's refill the garrison a bit. Yeah. Attach... force march. Where is consolidate? Consolidate regiments. There we go. That'll help a bit. And then we need to get rid of some of this cavalry. Cavalry's a problem. You're disbanded. Still too much cavalry, but we can wait a bit. The infantry are a little underrepresented in this army. Right, because these guys detached. It's just... The steps over here are just murder. Well, we're just gonna have to deal with it. It's the best we can do right now. So they have way better morale than us, but they're not necessarily better at surviving in the fight. Yeah. They just had some guns there. So it was a slog, but we did it. Alright, you... form up. We need to take care of this army over here. Think we can get through? I think we can get through. Yeah. Let's go there. Let's get a proper army going. Yeah, like that. Right here across from the street from Zanzibar. We'll let them maybe recapture some territories. This is why we scorched the earth. And these guys are just going to sit in the capital, I guess. Or just patrol the capital. Oh no, they're trying to come and participate, I think. Allied rebels. Never had that before. Portugal blockaded. Is this an offer for peace? They are merely negotiating for ourselves. They will pay 10% of the income each month in war reparation. They will pay us ducats. They will annul all treaties. A total of 3 prestige will be divided by Banyura and their allies. I accept. You're out of. You can get out of the war now. I do not. My beef is not with you. Fine. We were only negotiating with them, not the entire alliance, and now we can leave. They're just like, fuck this shit, we're out. They're like, peace, we're out. And so now it's just killing the Ottomans. So with that, we can focus our attention completely to the south, which is exactly what we should do. If the Ottomans land here, they're going to have to deal with the harsh terrain and scorched earth for a while before dealing with us. So that changes the game a bit. What we're going to do. We're actually going to retreat back to their capital, and then we're going to form on their capital. I don't know where they're going. I don't know what they intend to do. It looks like they're going for Lindy, and we need to form up before they reach us. These guys are going to move on up to here eventually. We got this little army over here that's dying of attrition way far away from home. We're not going to worry about them too much at the moment. Actually, you know what? Let's worry about them. Let's just make... No. We have to commit. Let's not worry about them. They can't do enough damage. There's no point. They can't do enough damage. How can I raise your loyalty? So we already did what we needed to do. They have a ton of things. We can call a diet. The gain loyalty. Gain influence, but we don't care now. We already ended the crisis, right? That crisis averted, so let's give him a little bit. Let's call a diet. Alright, fine, we'll call a diet. There you go. You're happy now. Now we get our bonus manpower recovery speed, which we need. We're in the middle of a war. It's like, yes, okay, we'll let you form the war council, as tradition demands. And now, okay, I'm glad we did what we just did, because these guys were going to really hurt us once they got to us. We had their capital. We got there so fast. So this war we're winning by virtue of speed, mostly. We just suddenly attacked them without warning. And we had a legitimate reason to do so. Like, that's something I don't think they planned for. Alright. So they took the other side, but they're going to have a harder time getting over here than us over there. But we need to watch. These guys are going to come down. If the Ottomans land on the coast, the Ottomans land on the coast. These guys are just dying of attrition in the middle of nowhere. Could they siege something down? Possibly. They might be able to take Bonnie. That wouldn't be great. That would be bad. Why haven't we converted you? It's not a... Bonnie is valuable. I mean, we're pretty close to getting plus... We shouldn't do that because we're actually pretty close to getting +1 culture anyway. Like, we'll be able to accept another culture, and we'll probably accept Mbundu here for a while. So not Swambantu. There's too few of them. So yes, it would make sense to convert that province. But first, let's get the additional culture. So we don't need to. They're just wandering around here feeling mighty proud of themselves. That's fine with me. Hey, Popey. You need 50. I thought it was 40. Oh well, it's 50. Yeah, war exhaustion, ability... Yeah, we still have the source of the Nile. Nice. Oh yeah, that's right. Because we're way up here and the Nile goes this way, and this, I guess, is the top of it. Lake Turkana and Lake Victoria up here, ultimately. In the Highlands. If this were in a wasteland, like, I'd be bordering Ethiopia. Like, we should be pretty close kingdoms, frankly. Like, right here. Okay, there they are. They're going about. They're going into the middle of nowhere. Okay. You want to fight some natives? Be my guest. Alright, we now have enough people that we can go after them. Which means... let's actually send you after these guys. Yeah, we need to reform our army a bit. I think we did too much cavalry as part of the problem we've been having with money and such. Alright. Are you paying the Kondarati much? Yes, we're actually paying them quite a bit of money, but we still have a huge amount of money right now. Repay all loans. Let's do it. All loans are repaid now. A lot of money. We do actually need... One of our goals is to get up to a treasury of 2,000 at some point. But to do that, I really need to take this area, because this area has gold mines. The problem is, I don't really have a lot of claim to the area. I'm not in a good position to just go claim it. Alright, you go from the other side, just in case. Are they besieging... No. The bigger battle. Fight the bigger battle. There's plenty of other people around to fight smaller ones. Okay. Yeah, this army's not even big enough to take the rebels. You know what? You actually go down the coast. I want you to go to Lindy. That way. Just roll over anyone in your way. Oh shit! That's a proper army now. Well, military access indeed. Alright. Supply limits here. Rest up. You need to keep killing off small groups of them before these guys show up. In fact, these guys, where they should really move, is here. And we're just gonna sit there with a large army looking pretty right in their capital. Because the coast is devastated. What? Great Britain declared war on me? Why? They're just gonna conquer me. I didn't know they could do that. Well, we're fucked. It was nice knowing y'all. I thought we're a Catholic nation here, help. And Portugal's like, no, we can't do that. And I'm like, damn it, I made the wrong ally. I should have become an ally of Britain. No, but I had to be Catholic, and now the Protestants control everything. Oh, this war was going so well, and we are going to get stomped now. Alright, well... Yes, raise war taxes. We may be about to go out in a blaze of glory here, folks. This might be the end of Africa Universalis. The Great Britain has decided that they have the right to just take our territory immediately, and that by gum, that's what they're going to try to do. Okay. So you're going to go to war, you're going to do that, and then you're going to run over here, basically. And you're going to take the leader, possibly, and these guys here... Okay, they are going to have to do something about these guys at some point. But, no, we need to concentrate our forces. We can't do that. British troops are going to land, and then what happens? Fuck, it was going so well. It was all going so well. I was about to get us out of fucking mercenaries again, are we? Is that what how we're gonna play it? That I guess that is. We need some fucking mercenaries immediately. Before British ships show up. How much are we making? A lot. We have plenty of money to do this. Okay. 5, 6. 7, 8, and there goes all our beautiful money into mercenaries. Ay. We lost the battle with a 2-to-1 advantage. It wasn't a bad plan. It wasn't a bad plan. It didn't work. Oh, come on, get involved. Come on, Cuba. Come on. They're even landing people? What the heck are my allies doing? Oh, are you just waiting to come in and let... No, you're just gonna sit by and watch us suffer. Okay. You decided that war, that battle's lost. Well, I'm gonna fight as hard as I can, but I think this might be the end. I just fell too far behind too soon. And Britain has just arbitrarily decided to declare war on me for imperial reasons. Apparently they just have an ongoing casus belli against me that I didn't even know about. That puts me in a really bad position. I can't deal with England endlessly declaring war on me. The game will be over. They'll just take the Kingdom of Bunyoro and we'll have done the best we can. And the English will not be as nice as the Portuguese. But we are Catholic. We're already Catholic. We converted of our own free will. Well, the monarch converted of their own free will. I can't really speak to the rest of the country, but somebody converted of their own free will. The whole country's Catholic. You're just gonna go beat up some Catholic country? Papal Holy War sounds pretty good right now. Just make it a holy war against Britain? Just say this is a holy war against Britain. We need to balance the checkbooks, though. We can't just have these mercenaries sitting around. How much do they all cost? 66. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, God. Oh, well. Army maintenance will go down once things are recovered. You just take loans again. Alright. You all are very damaged, and we only have so much manpower. Oy, 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 oy. And here they come, back to the capital, and all of it's going to be lost now. We were doing so well. We took their capital. Maybe we should sue for peace now. They won't accept the white peace. What if I give them tribute? What if I pay you off? I say, it wasn't that big a deal, my friends. What if I give you territory? They don't care. They're okay. I'm gonna just have to let you win. I'm gonna have to let you settle it out. We did, after all, raise your entire country to the ground. Where is... Oh, God. Here they come. $42,000 British troops. Well, so much for things going well. Who's Portugal fighting? Well, they're still fighting Kilwa. They might still make short work of them. But they're pretty far away. Why do you have to go and ally with Kazembe? Why do you have to go and do that, Portugal? They really screwed it up for me. Okay, I guess this war's not going so well anymore. I think the Portuguese are overcommitted. They just don't have this. They were the wrong people to pick. I should have picked Spain. If I'd made friends with the Spanish, I'd be in a much better position because I would have helped them in a bunch of things in Niger and stuff like that. Well, okay, Portugal sent some people, but they're not fighting the British, so the situation is very diplomatically complicated right now. Very diplomatically complicated. We are hemorrhaging money once again. We may have to print our way out again. Right after we started making strides and technical progress, here we are talking about debasing the currency again. For the billionth time. They took some really valuable provinces, too. Like, we got all our money back the moment. That one war with Kilwa was what did me in. If I hadn't done that war, I might have been able to stall it out for a while. If I'd just been more patient. But, oh my God. 60,000 The British have more people than I do. I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this at all. Oh, and here come the Ottomans finally with 33,000. That's not too bad. I could have dealt with that. I can't deal with both of them. Yeah, they just realized that we were in a vulnerable position and declared war. Well, who are they at war with, actually? They're just at war with me, for now. They're allied with Russia. They have a truce with Burgundy. They have a truce with Portugal. That's why Portugal didn't say no way. It's because they have a truce. Because, like, if Portugal got involved in this, Britain would still probably kick our butts, but... Alright, we need to condense down, and we need to deal with people. We need to deal with these assholes somehow. Alright, should we do a loan? We do a loan. We shouldn't have paid them off in the first place. They're hemorrhaging money like crazy. How could we deal with this? It's all because, so many people died in those battles. And also we hired a bunch of mercenaries. Okay, what if I detach how many? 1, 2, 3. I shouldn't even have hired you guys. We'll never stay in the green in this game, but we'll hire some mercenaries. We'll pepper our army with a few, but we won't go over force limit. Okay, Cameroon's under the occupation of Great Britain. That's just great. Well, maybe the Bloody Jungle will take care of them, and maybe somebody will help us. That's our only hope right now, is that somebody comes down and helps us. So, what are they even doing now? Oh, they're trying to deal with the Portuguese. Okay. So we have some time to recover and recuperate, which is what we're going to do. And we're just basically going to leave the land to the British. No, let's just disband the fleet. They'll save us a little bit of money. They're going to take it. We can't save our fleet here. We can't afford to. Okay. Alright. Get back over here. The outer ports are blockaded by Britain, I'm sure, and by other people. I know. We're in economic ruin. So what the heck is going on with all these guys? Okay, alright, that's a bit more than just 32,000 Ottomans. That is now 70,000 Ottomans. Oh. So, they're probably going to partition me then. Jeez, I don't know what to expect. Yes, Flair, you're absolutely right. This is World War I levels of complicated. Basically, until Britain declared war, we had a chance. Because we had Portugal on our side. But now we have Britain on the other side of the war. I really wish now I'd picked Britain. Or, I really wish I'd picked Spain. But, Britain's Anglican... They're far away, and now they're just saying, huh, there's a country over there nobody's using. Maybe we should take it. The fucking English are gonna ruin everything. Of course, these provinces are still devastated. This is why we burnt the coast. Is because we want to destroy Kilwa's economic base. We lose trade. Merchants desert us. Okay. It's great. Yeah, I see them. I know they're closing in. They're about to take Nagoya, which is one of our trade capitals, and we have no way of stopping them. Where can we move? At least we're going to have a dramatic end here to our fairly dramatic game. Okay, these places have very high supply limits. Let's start moving over there. See, you wait. You're going to come up to the rear. You're going to go to Buganda. We got to focus on somebody. And we can't focus on Great Britain right now. Because they will murder us. Look at how many all they've got is infantry and cannons. So that was the other problem. Ooh, that is too many cannons and too little infantry, my friend. What I'm hoping is that we can take advantage of the heat, basically, to just wear them down for a while. In the meantime, we need to win one of these wars. And we're at a pretty good place with them right now. We can sue for peace. Don't want any of these things. Yeah, we promised Portugal land, so we gotta do something about this. At least Portugal's still helping. Like, Portugal's still involved in the war. They're gonna have to do most of the fighting for us, though. We're gonna have to deal with Britain pretty soon. But for now, we gotta... The big problem is that they come for our capital all the way over here. We're just going to have to leave Congo to its own devices, not because we want to, but because we have to. And we're just going to have to hope that the harsh environment fucks up the British. Especially because we have those interculsing ideas and increase the amount of attrition they suffer. They might just bleed dry in the desert while we fight the war off in the east. That's what I'm hoping for. Of course, this isn't really a desert, but, like, this is all really hostile terrain. Like, some of the places here are nice, like these grasslands here in the... There's a little bit of grasslands right here. This is kind of okay. And then there's some grasslands here and here. But then there's a whole bunch of savanna and a little bit of jungle. And who else is in the war with between Great Britain and this? This is Cuba. And Kasanje. There's Kasanje and there's Cuba. Who also have their own armies who might do some things, I hope. Alright, this army is now complete. We're gonna give you... Put him in charge of it. And we're gonna go... Find the best place to defend from. We're gonna go from there, even if it really hurts us in attrition. We're gonna go up into the mountains. Because they're close. And if we go for the mountains and then slowly make our way down, yep, we might actually meet they might meet us in the mountains, but we're gonna get there first. All right, you're gonna go here. Yep. Let's see if that causes a battle. The capital are sieging down, but they haven't succeeded yet. Yep, there they go. The other army moves, so we're moving. We're gonna have a big old battle here. Alright, they're joined. We lost, but now... Oh my god, we just lost that whole army. Never mind. Well, fuck. Well, here goes our country. Woohoo! Lucky us. Didn't happen. It's in the savannah. No way. We're going back. Jeez, we just lost like half our army there in just like one go. What the hell happened? Alright, go and snipe them. You know what? I don't even care anymore. Just go kill somebody, please. Go annoy them around their capital. Britain's burning their way up my coast now. It's taking them a while, but we have very low forts. Like, our economy's just been in shambles for years. We're just too far behind everybody. That's what happens. We let ourselves get far behind. You should never let yourself get behind in anything. Military technology especially, but never let yourself get behind in anything in this game. If you're even one technology behind the rest of the world, unless your plan is to do something that will make the technology happen, like an institution, you should go for the technology immediately. Unless you need an idea or something, like to reform the government like I did. Yep, they're gonna kill us. That was a very stupid move on my part, but it'll whittle them a little. Yep. Leader trait went up. Okay, what the hell is this? Your war exhaustion is high. Hey, let's reduce that a bit. And let's reduce that a bit more. Hey, propaganda. We can't have our country disintegrating that quickly. So that battle just really exhausted everybody in the country. Like, a whole bunch of people's families lost, had people who lost their lives in that battle. But look at how they're bleeding troops like crazy. Look at that. Like, that battle may not have been a great idea, but I think it might have been a good idea. Okay, these guys are no longer... Or rather, if they're losing troops, they're losing them... they're replenishing them as fast as they lose them. That's what that means. That's not good. We want that to stop. Alright. So they're going around. They're sieging down our vassal. Our vassal's high liberty desire, but who cares? I don't know how we deal with either of these armies. Okay, there's still a ton of Ottomans, though. Oh gosh, the Ottomans. They're just creaming us. I really would love a stalemate. Yeah, at this point, they don't expect anything. Like, hey, wait a minute. That'll make Portugal less trustworthy. No, I'm not gonna sign separately from Portugal. Is Portugal the leader in the fight? Who is the leader in the fight? No. Well, this war, I don't know that we're gonna win. Oh, God. Well, that just got worse. Now Spain is supporting our subject over here, Cassandre, in their bid for independence. Presumably in order to flip the tables in here, because I went and just decided to attack Kilwa and say, fuck it, and flip the table. That was probably not a good idea in retrospect, but, alright. 10% of their income for war reparations. Okay, so they made a separate peace with Britain. That's fine because they hired us a bunch of Conderati, as you may remember. Are they still hemorrhaging guys, or are they... It looks like they're replenishing finally. Ottomans, though, geez, they're hemorrhaging people. They just don't care. They just sit around huge stacks and don't care about how many of them die along the way. I suppose they have probably pretty bottomless manpower compared to me. Like, I don't even have a full military idea group done. A loan from Cassandre. Yeah, okay. That helps with a lot of things. Yeah, you have high liberty desire. That's fine, though, right now. Yes, renew the war taxes, even though it will cost our ability to go get in research. We need the taxes. We need the money. We're losing money so fast. Oh my god. Everything we've worked so hard to build now seems to be coming crashing down. And I think we are going to end up becoming a European colony at the end. It's unfortunate. I thought maybe we had a chance. Although, while we may die, there are still countries over here, like the Ottomans. No, because we just screwed over Kilwa as well. We both basically... I stabbed at them because I stabbed at them hard, I stabbed at them a lot. Maybe if we can get a river crossing, we can flip something. Alright. Yeah, I know Great Britain is occupying our provinces. They're getting very close to... yeah, our stability would drop. Oh, we have a new ruler who is now leading our army and has no heir. Well, okay, that's the problem with having your heir lead the army, is then they might become the leader of the army. Alright, yes, river crossing. River crossing terrain is hills. This is not bad. They're going to have to go over a hill river crossing to get to us. We're both suffering attrition, but they're suffering it worse. And let's see what happens to the Ottoman army now when this battle plays out. This is going to be This is going to be a deciding... This battle is probably going to decide if we're fucked. I mean, okay, we're already fucked. But how fucked we are. We might be able to stall these guys out into a peace. Britain, though, they're screwing us over. We're okay, we're done. We're done. Let's just watch it unfold now. I don't know what's going to happen. But we are no longer able... Like, what could I do? There is still stuff I could do. What could I even do? At this point, I just want to, like, repay my loans as quickly as possible. You know? And prepare to basically have the whole economy crash. Maybe decrease the currency a little bit to pay off the other one. War exhaustion is high. Yeah, let it be high. The whole country's done now. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Well, you know, I'm giving it my all here, friends. I'm not that good at this game. There's a lot to it, and I do not know it that well. I am not an expert, and I made some very fatal errors. Alright. We need... maybe if we get a royal marriage, we can win. I don't know. In the middle of a war, hey, Portugal, you want to marry us again? Please, please, please. Royal marriage, please let us do it. Please let us do it. No. They are hostile towards us. They just... Damn it. Well, we're done. Well, let's see what happens now. We shall now watch our country die. Yep, I know. We could build the mercenaries, but they won't be good enough, so I'd rather just have the money for whatever horrible peace deal we're going to be forced into. We could unconditionally surrender. Well, yeah, if we're done, we should unconditionally surrender. Who should we unconditionally surrender to? Let's unconditionally surrender to Britain and see what happens. 2 months to send us a peace offer, which will automatically be accepted. If they do not send one, there will be increasingly severe calls for peace in their country. Alright. What if we unconditionally surrendered to both of them at the same time? What the hell would happen? They won't let us. We have unconditionally surrendered to them. We just said, okay, the country's yours. Alright, they took what they could. Jesus. Well, we're still alive. We're also at war with these guys, and we have, we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm not gonna read it. I think this may be the last episode here. I think this might be the end, folks. I mean, we still have access to the Ivory Coast. The question is what happens with Kilwa over here. Government functions are breaking down. Our stability is low. Okay. Please, please, please stabilize just a little bit. We are almost there. So Britain just took a chunk of our coast as a colony. Okay, we married back into the Kambaratama family. We have a new queen. Okay, things are starting to stabilize a little bit. Where the heck are these guys? Are they still fighting Portugal? Oh my god, they're still fighting Portugal. We're alive. We lost a lot of very wealthy provinces to Britain. They now have a colony in Africa. That's what they always wanted. Alright. Portugal, hey. Want to become our buddies again? Great. Oh, they don't want our provinces anymore because the British took it. Oh dear, and here come the Ottomans. Well, we made... If we unconditionally surrender to them as well, like, this might be fun. But they're going to have to do a little work for it first. But we're just going to have to take a... we're just going to sit here and let them take the country. For now, we're going to rebuild our treasury and hope for the best. Ormuz is no longer a valid rival. We have diminished in the world. Costly trade embargoes. Hey, how about we revoke the embargo? Who the heck are our allies now? Who are our people now? Yeah, let me look at my own country. Here we go. Can't hit a rival while at war. So, Kilwa, Ethiopia, and I do not know who. Probably Morocco. Morocco would be logical. The goddamn Ottomans. If I just could get... Can I talk to the British? How do they feel about me? They were at war. They still want our provinces. Oh, God. Well, alliance with Portugal for our own protection. We might still be on. We might be able to survive to the 18th century now. Jeez, this isn't good though. Ooh, who else? Rent Conderati? Okay. Why not? Sure. Good luck. What goods did they get? Did they get any slaves? No, they didn't. But we developed all these provinces now for naught, and Britain just got some free manufactories. However, we now control a lot of the slave production provinces. This is what England wants. They want to conquer us for slaves. Wow, Britain, you're really terrible. You English people, I presume, know this, but you guys are really terrible. Okay. Decline power of the nobility. It's fine, it's fine. We're just gonna wait for this war to go whatever way it does, and hope we find an opportunity to sue for peace. Portugal, I think, was a poor choice of ally at the end. I think Spain, yeah, they don't hate us anymore. Let's send somebody to improve our relations. Let's take you back. You've been working in Sweden for a long time to get them to like us more. So we could maybe form a kind of Catholic league, because Britain's not Catholic. Britain is, and Britain's another major colonial player. So because, in an unfortunate twist of events, because we've done such a successful job resisting Portugal and Spain, this has now given England a chance to get a very rich chunk of Africa for themselves. They still don't have access to this interior, though. I am really feeling like abandoning this game, though. Like, it's not going to be much more fun at this point. We're not doing well at all. We're embezzled out of our minds. Our prestige is nothing. We do have decent power production, and we're very legitimate, but we're losing it due to discontent and our lack of prestige. We've been having economic, and we've just been having every kind of trouble you can imagine. I feel like there were decisions I should have made in the beginning that I didn't make. I think maybe I should have turned east instead of turning west, because I think these provinces were more stable and would be easier to develop, and it would strengthen Ethiopia over time. I should have allied with Ethiopia and to help resist the Ottoman threat once they got to us. Yeah. Here's the kicker: when the Ottomans actually take the country again. Half of the country was already taken by Britain. Now it's going to be taken by the Ottomans. Yay me. Ooh, is that a peace treaty? Please tell me it's a peace treaty. Peace offer. This is going to really hurt. Oh my god. Well, that war was the most fascinating thing I've seen in this game. It was a very poor decision, but at least it was an experiment. Kilwa are now going to become the big winners in this game. We're just kind of boned. Like, at this point, I don't think we can recover, really. We're less technologically advanced than our own... Like, look at these guys. These guys are actually pretty advanced. I'm just a shit leader. This is not my game. So I think... Yeah. Well, folks, it's been fun. Let's go to Zoom mode and let's have a talk. It's still making sounds? Alright. Folks, let me save my game here and exit. Since I think it is time to retire this game. This is usually when I lose. I'll be frank. I am not the best Europa Universalis 4 player. I try to play it earnestly. And unfortunately, that position ended up being a lot trickier than I expected once I started getting involved in the Congo. Things were going really well for us until I decided to get really, really big really fast by eating out a huge chunk of the Congo. And since then, the country kind of began to spiral out of control. Due mostly to decisions that I was making. Decisions which I freely admit were kind of poor. Basically, I bit off more than I could chew in the Congo. I ran the country into the ground trying to deal with it, and even though I did eventually start to deal with it, I then got a little too eager, got a little too aggressive, started a bunch of wars with my neighbor, and then and then Great Britain smelled opportunity and just declared war on me out of nowhere, which I genuinely wasn't expecting, and if they hadn't done that, I think it was still very unlikely we would have won because of the Ottomans, but we could have, it was kind of a YOLO move, generally, because I'm honestly kind of tired of playing this game. And I don't mind, because I didn't want to just sit there on a screen for like 50 years just watching numbers tick up so that I could click a button, you know? That's fun, and that's a lot more fun in a game like Stellaris than this game, because in this game, the interface is kind of not as good as Stellaris. The game is more trying to be historical simulator than game, so sometimes some of the concept, the function takes over the form sometimes, and in this case, I got to a point where I had made some bad decisions. Basically, you have to make some very careful decisions early on, and I'm not as familiar with the general flow of the game, especially with the new DLC. But at the end of the day, what it basically amounts to is, I suck. I suck. I'm just a big silly yeen. So, I'm just going to say, y'all, I'm going to take down, please hold here. Y'all, it's been fun playing Europa Universalis 4 with y'all, but I think it's time to move on to a different game. I'm really feeling Stellaris as the next game, but if anybody has a request and can see Stellaris, I'm also considering maybe I'll do a little one for an intermission. I might do a shorter game like Civilization 6, or I might do this new Warhammer 40k turn-based game that I just saw. So I think probably I'm going to do that 40k game the next time we're on. And yeah, this has been Universalis64, and I'm signing out. Toodles. Vape Nation. Wait, I gotta do it properly, don't I? I gotta do it properly. Vape Nation. Peace out. Or whatever, I don't know, call out. Bye!